Tommy, welcome to Legends Day 2023. How are you enjoying your day so far?
Oh, very much so. I've been down the last couple of months. I've been down 3 times, so I'm looking for a season ticket, I think, down here. But this is always a special day.
Even all these years on, when we announced that you're going to be at Legends Day, the fans still love you so much. It must be so good all these years on to still be so thought of highly by the supporters. Yeah,
it's funny because I brought, as I said, I brought a book out, and the book was purely because my grandkids had never seen me play, and it was for them to have something that they can read about and how their granddad started and everything. And obviously a big part of it was at Coventry here, and I brought them to one of the games down here where Billy Bell looked after them, and as I went in to say a few words in one of the big rooms, the kids and my grandkids were at the side, and they couldn't believe the applause that I got when I went in. And I think they knew that I was sort of famous, like playing playing football professionally, but I don't think they knew how really well thought of I am when I'm here.
Tell us about that book, because there's a copy of it on the table over there. How was it putting the amazing career down in writing?
If you look at the cover of the book, it's me in a Scotland kit, and really that is the end of the book, because that was what my achievement was. My whole game was to try and play for Scotland, and when you read the book, it actually tells you how I actually got there and how I felt when I pulled that jersey on for the first time and actually then went to play in a World Cup. But when I finished playing, I finished when I was 46. And I went to work with the PFA, and I worked with football in the community, and I was working in all the junior schools and some of the comps, and I actually tried to use football as a vehicle to educate the kids, not on football. I wasn't interested. I'd been asked a few times to go back into the game, but I wasn't interested in the pro game at all. I'd had enough of that. I enjoyed the playing side of it. I didn't like the politics side of it. So then when I went into working with the kids, I could see a vehicle where I can educate the kids through football, not with football, through it, on teamwork, self-esteem, behaving, and can they take those attributes into the classroom.
Brilliant. And when you say you've been here 3 times already this season, when you come and watch the Sky Blues in action this season, you see the good work Mark Robins is doing on the pitch. It must be really good for you to see the club back on that upward trajectory after the years that they had.
Yeah, the only thing that matters to me is the results, because I'm not a big lover of watching football, even if I'm in the house watching it on the telly. I'll watch it if Cov are on, or one of my old teams are on it, but Cov's the first result that I always look for at the end of the day.
Brilliant. Look, enjoy your Legends Day. I'll let you get on meeting all your old friends again. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
No, firstly, good to see you. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you very much. Good to be back.
Brilliant. You played through a great era when you were at this football club. What are your fondest memories in Sky Blue?
Look, I think there's a lot of memories for me. Some of my best football was played here. Some of my best memories were here. I think some of the goals that we scored, the games and teams that we beat along the way. I think Man United with scoring on the evening, I think we beat them 3-2. I think that's always one that sticks in my mind, and probably in the fans' memories as well. So, but look, any time I put a Sky Blue shirt on, it was memorable for me.
I think we replay that Huckabee goal over and over again here at this club.
Yeah.
You played with some great players. Who's the best player, to put you on the spot, that you think you ever played with when you were at Coventry City?
Oh wow, there were so many. We were blessed with really good, talented players. Not just that, good people as well. Obviously, you can go through the whole side. You know, Roland Nielsen. You know, right back. You know, Swedish international. Gary McSheffrey, probably one of the best midfield players and passers of the ball that the Premier League's ever seen. You know, Darren, Robbie Keane, Dion. You know, it was always a pleasure playing up front with those guys. Always going to create chances when you got John Solarco out wide as well, and Steve Froggatt. So, look, I mean, I can't really pick one particular player out. You know, it was a team effort. Gordon Strachan as well, who kept going to his 40s. So, you know, I was blessed to be here, blessed to have played with some really good players and good people as well.
You mentioned those great players. Does it please you to see where the club are now, knowing that we're still in this promotion race? If the end of the season goes brilliantly, we could be back in the Premier League, and those memories could all happen again, couldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is where everybody wants Coventry City. They've gone through a really turmoil time, and really been pushed to the limits, as the fans have as well. But it looks like they've turned the corner now. They're in a better place. They've got that momentum now in the season, which I think is massive, especially the business end of the season that they're at now. And hopefully that momentum and, those winning ways can carry on from Blackpool last week into today against Stoke as well.
Well, thank you, Noel. Enjoy your day.
Pleasure.
Gary, welcome back to the arena. You must have some really fond memories at this place.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Very fond memories. Scored a lot of goals here. Had a few good seasons here. So, looking forward to the day.
There's a few of your former teammates here. Who are you most looking forward to meet up with after all these years?
I just sat next to Noel Whelan there. He's on my table, and one of my idols growing up, great player. Him and Huckabee, Dion Dublin was my era really of watching Coventry growing up. So, I seen Ian Wallace last night, a club legend. Some of the stories was brilliant. So, just looking forward to seeing everyone really.
I think you hear a few of those stories today. Just to put you on the spot with a pretty broad question, but of all the players you played with at Coventry City, some will be here today, some won't. Who's the best that you played with, you think?
I didn't play with him a lot, probably a couple of games, but I'd probably have to say Robbie Keane. When I was a kid and I had a few Premier League appearances as a youngster, I was coming on and playing up front with Robbie, and he was only a year or two older than me, but he come from Wolves, and at the time you think he's coming from a Division 1 club, Championship club, and can he cut it at the Prem? But he was top drawer, and learned a lot off him, and he had a great career.
I was going to say, even just his movement and his finishing, you must have learnt so much from him, even just in those few games.
Yeah, trained with him a lot, and his movement, his finishing, he was unreal. He just used to nutmeg experienced defenders every day in training, and just run off laughing, and he was top. He was a top player.
Is there a favourite moment that stands out? Not just here at the stadium, maybe over at Highfield Road.
Yeah, Highfield Road, obviously, the last day was a big day. Great day, beating Derby 6-2, I think it was. It was a Legends Day where all the former players were here, Jimmy Hill, etc. And to score a couple that day was big, because that was my childhood. Growing up Highfield Road, I lived on Swan Lane. That was me, so I used to go there every week. So to play there and to score on the last day was big.
And then as a Coventry lad, to see where the club is now, knowing that even with I think 8 games to go, we're still in that push for the Premier League, it must be so good to see.
No, it's good. Yeah, it's really good, because that was like me growing up, my youth, and even when I played here for a large periods, this was the level. This was what we were used to. Premier League football, and then Championship, hoping to get up. But they're serious contenders now. They had to go right. They had to hit rock bottom to come back, and that's what they've done. They've hit rock bottom, and now they look stronger than ever. They've got some top players, and they're a real threat in the division. So hopefully, a win today can really keep the pressure on the playoff teams.
So thank you, Gary. I'll let you go and enjoy your day. Thank you, Max. Welcome to Legends Day 2023. It must be good to see all the faces here today.
Yeah, good to come back to the stadium and see some players that I used to play with, and see some coach like Huggy. So happy to be back here, and this is my first time here, so I will enjoy it.
When we announced that you were going to be here, the reaction on social media was huge. So many fans so happy to see that you're going to be here today. It must feel so good to have such a warm response from the fans.
Oh, definitely. I had a great time at Coventry, and I hope all the fans are very proud of what I've done for the club, and if they are proud, I'm proud too. So
you scored some amazing goals when you were here, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but is there a favourite? Is there a favourite goal amongst all those screamers?
I would say the goal against Notts County, because it was a very important goal, but some of the goals like against Yeovil have been one of my best. So yeah, sometimes I just try and do my job. That's it.
Yeah, and the overheads in the two-tone kit as well, brilliant goals.
Yeah. So I try every time, like I said, I'm doing I tried this kind of goal during the training session, and fortunately it's going well. So yeah, happy.
You said Notts County was your favourite goal. Was that your favourite game as well? Because that moment was huge.
Yeah, always about the atmosphere. Like I used to say to some people, even in my area, I'm saying when you play in front of all the fans, the stadium was full. It was the best atmosphere where I've played. So yeah, this game has been amazing, to be honest, and to win that game game and go to Wembley and win Wembley has been one of the best moments of my life. So yeah.
And you come back here today, and there's still players that you played with out there on that pitch today, and they're in the push for the Premier League. It must be so good to see how well they're doing, and that the club is still on that rise. That in a way you helped to start with that win in Notts County.
Yeah, like the team is doing very well at the moment. I think they are pushing for the playoff. If they go playoff, they've got a good chance to be in Premier League. That's why I hope, and that's why I think they're going to do. And the fans at the moment are doing a very good job, and we need them. So this is very important for the club, and that's why I'm just I try to watch all the games to see how the team is doing. But I'm so proud of the players and the staff in and out of the pitch. The job that they are doing is amazing. So that's what they deserve it. It's not like just a luck. They deserve it.
Brilliant. I'll let you go and enjoy your day. Thank you, Max.
Thank you very much.